Hey guys, today I'm going to cover a more serious topic, as some might know, and have been accused by this guy. His name's Allison, and he claims we've been copying a few of his game modes, along with making our channels out of spite and attempting to destroy his own. Don't worry, I'll go into complete detail for each of these radical claims, and I'll disprove each and every one of them later. But right now, I like to focus on a more specific mode he thinks inspired the class setup we use today. To understand this, you'll have to know what class setup I'm talking about. If any of y'all received the support or assault juggernaut on MW3, you'd probably try to avoid any rocket launchers. This is because if one hits you directly, you'll be killed instantly. This tactic isn't new by any means, and if you go on YouTube and search up best way to kill a Jugg, I guarantee you that every video will mention the one-shot kill feature of the rocket launchers.
The seal is fake. Pleased to meet you.
So I know it's safe to say most people have heard of it, and it's nothing new, combining the direct impact aspect and infected, and I know firsthand too. Here's the class setups. Anyways, both Allison and I played the objective in 2012. My friend showed me the class setup on my birthday and explained to me that he got the idea off the public infected class setup MK46 vs. Jugg.
Because you're gonna get pumped.
Yeah, it's not the best. Hey, Shift King. Yeah, it's too juggernaut. When there's like 10 of them coming at you, there's no stopping.
No.
Oh, we got RPGs!
Yeah, we've been winning RPGs. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, get off. Get away from me.
Oh,
Now you might be wondering to yourself, what the heck is that? Well, it's a former public infected game setup where the infected have the Juggernaut suit and the survivors have the MK46, but more importantly, the RPG. And this game setup is pretty much the opposite of the mode Allison's accusing me of copying. He later told me that he tried to recreate the mode in a private game, but accidentally switched the classes up and just went with it. This was a while ago, and I haven't hosted it as much as I used to, but when I found out Allison was claiming to be my inspiration, I couldn't resist. So Activision actually inspired the class that we use today, not Allison, and it just pisses me off how he considers himself my inspiration. It's pathetic, that's kind of what it is. Allison, on the other hand, apparently created the mode out of his superior intellect and claimed it his ever since. So, long story short, he's now accusing me of bootlegging the mode from him and branding it as unique. I'd like to say that I've never called any class setup I use as unique. This is because I know someone has always done it before. MW3 is leading the franchise with around 28 million sold copies, and I find it hard to believe that someone can just claim ownership to something so broad. Everything's based on inspiration. I'm not denying it at all. But Allison's not my inspiration. And the reason why he hates me, or he tries to put on this act like he hates me, like he's the victim, is because I don't credit him with being the originator of that mode, because I know it's not his. Anyways, Allison's been brainwashing people to think that he owns the infected class setup. He even made a homemade legal document stating it's his. And if anyone dares to host it without giving him credit, he'll have every right to sue, since apparently he got it patented or whatnot. And when I heard this, I begged him to sue me, because I knew at first glance it was BS. Okay, first let me say that MW3 is a licensed product sold to millions, and if he even attempted to file for ownership status, the judge would just laugh and dismiss the case. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would he need a legal document? Well, the answer is because he used it on us a couple months ago when we were defending our claim. I guess he was running out of stuff to back him up, so he called in the big guns and hoped it would scare us off. But we knew better. Plus, Corresponsive, or y'all might know him as Remember Enigma, was us on the chat when Allison first showed us these documents, and basically got him to admit it was fake in a private chat. But most players in his lobbies would say, oh, well, he has the oldest timestamp for the mode, so it must be his. Well, it wouldn't entirely help him out, but it would at least defend his consistency. I say this because 1, the timestamp probably doesn't even match the mode, and 2, it's not even the oldest timestamp for the mode. I actually thought the picture was legit at first, until I realized that he was using the exact same date to defend other modes. This led me to believe that he was hiding something, so I asked him if he could take a video with his phone of him opening his vault, pulling out the mode, showing the class, and then showing the date, all in one clip, or shot. He then questioned why it would matter if he already showed a picture of the date. I then explained to him that it would prove he didn't take the picture a long time ago, for a different mode entirely, and used it out of context for his own advantage. He then ignored my request for the rest of the night until morning, except this time he told me that he couldn't because he switched parents that night and couldn't access his Xbox. I mean, how convenient. He waits 12 hours just to dodge my simple request. So, a week later, I asked again and again, but all he did was use petty excuses. Eventually, he even got the nerve to tell me that he wasn't going to do it because I simply wasn't worth his time, which I found very ironic. If you were in one of those chats, you'd know what I mean. Eventually, it came clear to me that he didn't have a timestamp for his Juggernaut Chaos game mode. You can ask him yourself, just be prepared to be disappointed. I was just surprised because he would always pull the I have the oldest date card every time we explained to him that he doesn't own it. I guess he finally ran out of alternatives once he realized I figured it out, so he basically told me that we should just go off of whoever uploads the mode first. Therefore, since he uploaded the class setup first, he apparently owned it. Knowing he wasn't the first, I accepted the terms and started scouring YouTube for a video, and I kid you not, 5 minutes later, I found the video of the exact same class setup, except it was neither Allison's or mine. It belonged to someone by the name of Psyco Lowkey, and it just so happens the video came out 2 years before Allison's even existed.
Here's the Japanese Sandman, trading silver for gold, just an old second-hand man, trading new days for old. Then you'll be a bit older, in the dawn when you wake, you will be a bit bolder in the new day you make. Here's the Japanese Sandman, trade him silver for gold, just an old second-hand man. Here's the Japanese Sandman, trade him silver for gold, just an old second-hand man, trading new days for old. Then you'll be a bit older, in the dawn when you wake, you will be a bit bolder in the new day you make. Here's the Japanese Sandman, trade him silver for gold, just an old second-hand man, trading new days.
I'll put a link in the description if you don't believe me, but when you get there, you'll notice he doesn't have the words New Game Mode in the title or description. This is because he knows it's not his. Hell, we'll probably find someone else with the exact same class setup too, and I assure you, they won't be claiming it theirs either. I don't even know why I had to make this video in the first place. The fact that he doesn't own the mode isn't something to put up for debate. It's simply a fact.
Just to start life anew. Then you'll be a bit older, in the dawn when you wake, you will be a bit bolder in the new day you make. Here's the Japanese Sandman, trade him silver for gold, just an old second-hand man, trade